I think we'll still continue to hear people chiming in and longing on for a couple more minutes, but I thought we'd go ahead and get started with the introductions. So for those of you who have been at previous World
Oh,
Kitchen.
yeah. So Daddy will finish up.
You make your dumplings.
Okay, I'll send you a picture.
There we go. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure everyone's muted when they come in. So for those of you who've been at previous World Kitchens, you'll know me. I'm Tamara. I'm the event coordinator for WPSU, and I've been doing these for a few months now. Today, we're extremely excited to have my very good friend Xiping Gu with us. And many of you know Ping. She's been in the State College area for a very long time, and her Chinese dumplings are legendary. So I know that we have a huge crowd joining us today, primarily because of Ping and her reputation for delicious dumplings. So I will introduce Ping in just a moment, but I just want to do a little bit of housekeeping and say, please do keep yourself muted unless you have a question to ask. That'll just keep the noise down for everyone so that they can hear Ping and me if I have any information to give you. I will explain that we did have this, Ping did this for us actually a couple of weeks ago and recorded the video, but she is on with us today to answer questions. So if you have a question that you would like to ask, you can either type it in the chat and I will ask Ping the question, or feel free to unmute yourself and ask the question as we're going along. I have the ability to stop the video, but I would prefer not to unless we really need to. So if we can, if it's a question that's going to take a long time to answer, I may do that. But the video itself is about an hour and 45 minutes. So it's going to be, in order to get everything in, it's going to take us a couple of hours. So I would rather not stop too frequently if we don't have to. That being said, the one other thing I want to mention, it's a very shameless plug, is that the WPSU Connoisseurs Dinner is virtual this year. So for those of you who have been to the in-person gala, we're sorry we couldn't do that this year because of the virus, but we do hope to be back in person next year. Instead, this year we're doing a virtual Connoisseurs Dinner, which means that anybody and everybody can watch it. It's going to be live on February 6th at 7 p.m. and you can register and get more information at our website, WPSU.org. And we have a lot going on with that Connoisseurs Dinner. Like I said, it's going to be live from 7 to 8 on February 6th. But in addition to that, we're doing a chef's table cooking demonstration. So those of you who are foodies and like to cook might be interested in watching that as well. It's also free and open to the public. That is next Friday night, the 29th of January at 6 p.m. You can also register for that at our website. And that is chefs from Pine Grove Hall and Refarm Cafe at Windswept who will be demonstrating recipes that they are also offering for you to purchase in advance and then pick up and dine on as you watch the Connoisseurs Dinner on Saturday, February 6th. So more information about all of that's available on our website at WPSU.org. We hope you'll join in. There's also an auction associated with that, an online auction, which is currently open, and we have lots of bidding going on. So more information about that on our website as well. Check out our auction. And let me see if I can get Ping to turn on her camera. Ping, can you turn on your camera? There we go. So I will let Ping introduce herself. And then once she's finished, we will start the video.
Okay. Yeah, hi. Could you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you, Ping. Thanks.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm so happy and honored to be here. And thank you for, WPSU invite me. I'll be here, try my best to answer your question, to help you to make traditional Chinese dumpling. So I think, Timmy already introduced me. I'm originally from China, mainland China, Shandong Province. So I came to here. The reason is my husband is a professor in math department in PSU. So that's the reason, I'm here. But most of the time, I'm enjoying, my life. I love people, I love friends, love food, of course. Yeah, I think that's all. If you have any questions, I'm willing to answer. Okay. Hi.
Let's see, Ping. Everybody's saying that they see you, that a lot of your friends are here. A lot of jazzercise people are here, so they know you. So it looks like you have a lot of fans in the audience already, and I'm sure more will be fans once we get going here.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. Yeah, thanks.
As I said, Ping, if you want, I will, any questions that come in the chat, I will ask you out loud and you can answer out loud. Otherwise, people can unmute themselves briefly to ask you questions as we're going along. And if necessary, we can pause the video as well.
Okay. I will be here for the whole time. Okay.
All right, we're gonna get started.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Hi, everyone. So I'm so happy to be here to share, how I cook dumpling. First of all, I would like to thank WPSU give me the opportunity to share my cooking. Also, I think that's really, really thoughtful and sweet to celebrate Chinese New Year like this way. That's why, I'm so excited. Of course, nervous. But anyway, I try to do my best and to let you know how, or if you have questions, just let me know. I can slow, for sure, you will learn something. Yeah, I heard this, the program. I'm so excited because for so long, we don't have the chance to share, Chinese food, Chinese culture to our community. But finally, when Meryl, she was the directors from Global Connections. At that time, I was a member of the board. So when kind of like, longtime friends, when she, contacts me, I just feel like, okay, that's time to jump in. Then Timmy, she is doing this directly, through this program. I'm so happy, to see her too. Yeah, we just started. Okay, dumpling, Chinese dumpling, has so different way to make than even, the shape, the stuffing inside, even the flour, kind of difference, so many ways. Sometimes I just feel like it's too many. But today's, I just make two kind of the easiest one. The one is the pork, we call meat, which my family, my friends here, they really like it. Just pork and the cabbage. That's really, really important ingredients. The thing. Another thing is vegetable dumpling, which I think I did a good job too. I will share with you. So today's I do the chives and eggs, and we call them mushroom, black mushroom or black fungus. So with the chives. First of all, I will start with meat. So let's start. Usually, step by step. My friends always said, take me so long to make, dumpling, whole days. So, for me, I feel like, you step by step, like, first of all, you prepare the meat. Sometimes people buy ground pork from a supermarket. For me, I usually, I just buy the meat, the chunk of the meat. They call pig shoulder. Then I come back home, I clean, then I ground. So this one's I ground grounded last night. So this is about 1 pound. So ground pork, really fresh. Usually I do this first. You put ingredients in, then let them, you know, kind of like marinate it, you know, let it relax and you know, while. Then second of all, you just make the dough, you know, make dough. Then third ones, you just cut vegetable. So step by step, you know, you just kind of like, they need time to relax, they need time to relax, you know, rest. So everything put together, I think it's perfect. For me, it's kind of quick, but I will show you. We start right now. Okay. To do this dumplings, we need pork and the ingredients: ginger and green onion. This green onion. Here I just washed, you know, a bunch of this. That's mean things. But people always say, what that means, you know, they call the gram, right? So I right now I try to use a spoon, but maybe that's easier. So for you know, for you guys, usually, honestly, I never to measure, just feeling. Okay, for the 1 pound, okay, first we put 1 tablespoon soy sauce. See, 1 tablespoon soy sauce in. Okay. This is a light one, soy sauce. Any kinds, you know, soy sauce. So I need to put another tablespoon. We called, this is the dark. For this light ones, they give you the taste. For the dark one, give you the color to show, you know. So I put 1 tablespoon in. Maybe a little too much, but it's okay. Yeah. So that's easier, you know, 1 tablespoon, 1 tablespoon. Okay. For the sugar, the sugar will makes the taste better. The meat sometimes give you another, you know, smell, but this one will be good. So 1 teaspoon, maybe 1.5 teaspoon. Okay. Salt. So 1 teaspoon, maybe a little more, 1.5. Is that easier to remember? 1 tablespoon for light soy sauce, 1 tablespoon for the dark soy sauce, 1.5 teaspoon of the sugar, 1/2 teaspoon salt. So that's the things in. And also we put some peppers. You know, just black pepper. I usually I just do this. You know, if you like to do just 1/2 teaspoon, or you know, if you prefer, you like the smell, you can put a little bit more, but don't put the too much. Okay. For me, I think maybe 1/2 teaspoon for this one pound. Yeah, that's it. Okay. The one thing is, another thing. So many things. So this is cooking wine. This ones will help you like sugar, you know, taste and smell. So this one will, the meat, sometimes we just feel like, you know, but this one will kill. So we put, okay. You know, I use this maybe 1/2, you know, 1/2. See, 1/2 or 1, either way works. Cooking wine. So people will, can you see it? Yeah. Okay. Then we start. I usually use my, chopsticks to stir. Yeah, this way, like this. Then you don't need spoon, so we just stir this. Just let evenly. I'll get the ingredients evenly. Yeah. So, okay. Then you put here. You just let them, that kind of soak in. Now we cut green onion and ginger. The people said, also people said they don't know what's the gram, 10 or 20. So for 1 pound, ground pork, maybe this half. Let me see, slice one. Ginger is really, really important ingredients for dumpling. So that's I cut. See, you can see this many. Let me see how many slices. Maybe 8. Usually I like to put a little bit more, but people, you just make, your adjustment for yourself. Just cut, slice, you chop to little piece. It's okay if you cannot chop that small, then you can do later, like this. What's this called? Just cut. Yeah, kind of, mashed, but, don't make sure you don't have big chunk. Otherwise, if people eat it, you feel like spicy. Yeah. You shouldn't, eat like you feel like, oh, ginger in there, but you just feel like, oh, the smell. So you put to the pork. Yeah. Then we cut green onion. The ways I washed from store, always you open green leaves. Sometimes they have sand, mud inside. Make sure. Probably you put 2. For ginger, the green onion is very, very important ingredients. More, won't hurt. But if you don't put or not enough, the taste will be different. Okay. The green onions, it's okay. You don't have to cut really, really, really small. It's fine. Right? We put this in. Yeah, you can see the meat kind of hard, chunky, but it's okay. Later, we will add some water in. So in the recipe, I think I show you either ways you can put the waters, with the ginger and the green onion. You put this first of all, put in a bowl. Then you put waters in. Then you put in with in. Then right now, just easy way to doing this. Then some people they will put chicken broth. They buy from store, you would put it in. But for me, for so many years experience, we'll put the cabbage water. We will squeeze cabbage anyway, so put in. So the meat will, really, really, tender after. Okay, so now let them relax. I will do the dough. Okay. So far, so good? Okay. Yeah, that's another question, things. Since I'm doing this, to do this program, I bought a skill to which that's why, they give me the grant. But now I can use, I try to use cup, show you, how that works. Today I will use 1 pound is probably like 4 cups flour. The all-purpose flour. 1. 2. I use 4. 3. 4. So 4 cups. Basically, 4 cups of flours, then use 2 cups water. Just, temperatures, room temperature is fine. The 1 cup. Okay. I use my hands. Some people use chopsticks or some things. What ways works for you? Which ways is fine. There's 1 cup. Okay. 2nd cup. Definitely, no, don't put too much water. I think 2 cups enough. If you put more, the dough will be really soft. If you make dumpling, so they will, really hard to keep the shape. So, yeah. Or some people, they use machine to knead dough. It's fine, but the waters and flours still I recommend it. No more than 2 cups. Sometimes I less than 2 cups. I like it a little bit harder, so it give you chewy taste. Okay. See, now you can put them, knead them together. Can you see me? It's hard, right? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I should put this somewhere. Let's see. Just 4 cups all-purpose flours, then 2 cups room temperature water is put in. Then which ways use, stirring is fine, but use hands, to put them together. In China, we have this, what's that called? If you're good cook, after you knead the dough should be, the container is clean, your hands is clean, your dough is smooth. So that's me show you you have a technique. So let me see today. Let's see if I do good. Almost there. Yeah. Ooh. almost done. Wow. Perfect. See, the hands should be, you know. Okay. Yeah, you don't have to, first time you don't have to, you know, kneel, because, you know, they won't show you the really smooth, really shiny, you know, the surface. But it's okay. Let it relax for rest. 10 minutes, 5 minutes, then you kneel again. Then maybe 3 or 4 times, they will be perfect, ready to go. You don't have to, you know, first time to make really smooth. Okay, this is done. Now next step. Okay, look, Chinese cabbage. Yeah, you can find this in Wegman, Walmart, Giant, you know, any, I think supermarket will have this one from Chinese grocery store. Yeah. Okay. So for the 1 pound ground pork, I usually use, you know, 1 pound cabbage, or if you like really, you know, taste like meat, the dumpling, the less. Usually my family, I will put half, you know, 1 pound, 1 pound. So let's see, I use my experience. I don't want to waste your time to skill. You can skill at home. You wait, you know. 1, 2. Wow, really fresh. 4, 6. Chinese good number, lucky number, 6. Okay. See, like this kind, I will put 6. Wash them. For Chinese, you know, dumpling, the very important thing is, you know, they make dumpling. The dumpling will, you know, after you cook, the dumpling will really juicy, you know, tasty, tender, you know, this kind of things. People always desire, you know, to make this kind of dumpling. So that's why, you know, so many people, they always feel like, oh, you know, I cannot make this kind of dumpling because my dumpling always hard, you know, always something else. That's why, you know, you didn't put the waters in, or you didn't stir them very well. So today I will show you how can we. Okay, this is done. You don't need, yeah. So you cut. You cut them, you know, slice. Way I do. So, you know, people doing this different ways. You don't have to, you know, follow me exact way. But if you know how to chop them, you do your way. Or people use, sometimes people use the blender to blend the vegetable. It's okay. But I always feel like, you know, handmade is the best. Now, another very important thing is you have to put some salt on the cabbage. The dumpling need water, but not that too much. If too much water, you really hard to make dumpling. If dumpling is broke, you know, broke in the when you boil it or do some, it's the worst things. Yeah. So that's why, you know, we need to put some salt. Don't put that much. Probably half teaspoon, or even less, half teaspoon enough. You can chop, you know, this way. you chop them very well, but not, you know, too little. Then if too little, when you make dumpling, when you're chewing, you just feel, you don't give you the texture. It's not good. So I will show you how, you know, the levels. Now, let's show you how, can you see it? Okay, can you see it like, you know, what is the size like, looks like what kind of beans? Well, I don't know what kind of, you know, the size, but anyways, can you see it? That's good. You know, if you chopped, you know, big chunk, they won't mix the meat very well. You can, you know, they won't smoothly get together. But if you make really, really thin, you cannot taste the vegetable. So that's why I think, you know, this maybe kind of yellow bean or the, you know, kind of the size. Okay, now we do the things. That I you know, I squeeze this waters out, use my hands. Some people use the kind of clothes, you know, they just put this in, they, you know, they squeeze. I use this, just use your hands as much as you can. You just squeeze. See, you can see the waters come out. We need water, but not that much, okay? See? After you squeeze, like snowball, okay. I know, feel like you squeeze all of the, you know, nutritions out, but we won't. We will put it back to the meat. That's the easiest, you know, way to make pork and cabbage dumpling, which this dumpling is really traditional, really popular in China. Yeah. So for Chinese New Year, you cannot celebrate Chinese New Year without dumpling in China. Of course, it's more, you know, north, China north. South, they eat different things. But now I think they're starting, you know, eat dumpling too. See. Oh, I forgot. I know I forgot to introduce myself. It's too late. No, I will let you know. Yeah, so many people know I've been called Ping, but my full name is Xiping. I have been state college for almost 20 years. 20 years. I have, since I moved to this town, I have two boys, another two boys here. But I was a musician in China. Now when we came to here, you know, most times, you know, big rule is a housewife, but I'm still doing, you know, something related with music. No, you know, yeah, of course I do, you know, exercise. I'm a exercise instructor, can you believe that? They're still related with the music, but good exercise too. So.
Ping, there's a question that the folks are saying they're not getting as much water out of the cabbage. Does it need a lot of time to sit with the salt? Ping, if you're talking, I think you're muted.
Sorry. Yeah, I muted. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry. The three reasons. The one, maybe they didn't put enough salt. Okay. The second, maybe, you know, they chopped is not small enough pieces. The third reason is maybe the cabbage is a little bit dry. If since they're, as long as they're fresh, it's okay. If not that, you know, much water come out, you make sure the veggies feel like dry, not so watery, is okay. Yeah, we don't want, you know, when you put the veggies into the meat, the lots of, you know, water come out, you know, after, you know, you mix them together. So that's okay. The one thing I think, I don't know, since, you know, you stopped. So that the salt put in the meat is 1.5 teaspoon salt and 1.5 sugar. It's not just half. Is that clear? So people, yeah, it's okay. Just make sure you cut it like, you know, what's the size? You know, any kind of, you know, the beans. Oh my gosh, I made this one too. The you know, little bit of, you know, you make sure you cut, you know, pieces enough, you know, little enough. Also, you make sure they are fresh. If they're dried, it's okay. You can add another waters in, you know, put just, you know, water in. We make sure the meat, you know, is tender. Okay, is that answered?
Yeah, and also someone said they bought green cabbage and didn't realize it needed to be Chinese cabbage. Will that work okay?
Oh yeah, green cabbage. Yeah, you know, that's I talked to my another friends a few days ago. If you bought green cabbage, it's fine. So this is another kind, you know, dumplings taste very well too, very good too. To make sure after I put this, you know, Chinese cabbage water into the meat, you just get, if you have chicken broth, you just add the chicken broth to the, you know, meat. If you don't have, you just get, you know, the clean water put in. Make sure the meat is soft, is mushy, you know, give you the chewy taste. So it's okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think we'll see that in a few minutes here in the video.
Okay, yeah, you probably you can put in like one, maybe half cup. If you put the water in, maybe half cup to the meat. Okay, yeah, it's okay. The cabbage, you know, any kinds vegetable is fine.
Okay, all right, we'll keep going. Thanks.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, I love cook, love people, you know, so that's why I'm here. So right now, you see, we squeeze out, you know, the waters. This is ready, but this water we won't. But definitely we won't need that much. But we will put some sense into the meat. So you use first time. I think we need to put 3 times. First time you just put, okay, little. Should I see? I gotta use tablespoon or something. Do I need to use tablespoon? But I just pour a little bit in. You just, you know, stir them the same direction. Okay. See, you won't see water right now. See, you won't see it. Yeah, the meat already ate it, the water. So not enough. See? Wow. Yeah, after you put the, you know, when is the meat ready? You feel like the meat getting bigger, the size. Feel like, oh my gosh, I 1 pound this. I feel like this big. Then also they're kind of sticky, you know, puffy, sticky, then this ready. But now the second time you can put another water in. See? Now a little bit, let meat, you know, eat the water. So you can see water. Now, then you stir. usually, people cook, even this kind of dumpling, there's some, ingredients in like Chinese ingredients. I know it's really hard for people to find, but without, other things, only, ginger, a cabbage, and this ingredient will taste really good. So see, you won't see the water. One more time. Wow, it's almost, we put all of the waters into the meat. That's why, people make dumpling when you buy the dumpling, the water come out, the chewy, the soft, the taste, the texture. So that's came from. I think we're done for, for the meat. Okay, then right now, wash your hands, knead your dough, okay? So when this ready, dough is ready. Wow, you can see this time it's much, much better. Almost done. If you kneel 3 times, perfect. See, it's much better than before. Okay, we let them rest again. Okay. Now, then we can, work on this. You see it? Okay. Now we can put the cabbage in.
Ping, someone is saying that their dough is really sticky. Should they add a little more flour?
Yes, yes. That's why, the flours is a difference when whatever you buy, for so many people's, different kinds, different brand, they will, give you different experience. But it really sticky. Maybe you put, the flours, the powders in, make sure, not that sticky. Sticky is for sure is not right for dumpling skin. So you let people, people, if you're there, listen to me, you just put the powders in until you can kneel, then make, smoothly, tender. You push them, you feel like it give you, the resting, not just you push really flat. You just feel like a little bit harder. You can feel your hands put on the dough. So that's the level. Yeah, please do it,
Do you have any idea if the Chinese cabbage is also similar to or also here called Napa cabbage? Is it similar?
yeah, I think it's the same thing. I think it's same. Yeah, the same was the same. Yeah. So they call that Napa, I think it is from Japanese, from Japan, they call the Napa, Napa cabbage. So for our, for Chinese people, we always call Chinese cabbage. Chinese cabbage, different with the green cabbage. So green cabbage, like really like a ball, right? Really, really hard. So that one's lots of people use them too to make a dumpling. They give, really, texture, not a texture. It's okay, but make sure you put some waters in the meat. Otherwise, give you a little bit, really dry when you cook the meat. Okay. Yeah. Did I answer questions?
I think so. That looks like it. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
This is, again, this is very, very popular dumpling stuffing in, China. So people, it is simple, the taste is good. Then some people, they don't like, chives or celery, this kind of, so many kinds, dumpling, but this one's most people love it. So before I, mix them together, I always put some vegetable oil in. So because it can seal the water, the cabbage still can, get wet out when they meet the salt. So that's why I put a little bit of cooking, oil, so they will seal the water. So this. Let me see. I forgot. Sorry. Maybe you put two or three tablespoons. Depends on you. If you like, oh my God, I don't like, oil. Just 2 tablespoons or 2, 3, but not that much. Okay. That's me. Okay, now see, you put oil in, you can see the, let me get some oil on the veggie, see? Okay, now ready to mix them together. Same direction. It's really good exercise. You will feel. See, you cannot see the cabbage, right? Now, usually, so I will put some sesame oil. That's the optional. People, you love it, you put in maybe just a teaspoon. If you don't like the smell, you don't have to. Okay, I will put, okay, where's the teaspoon? Anyways, I just want to, I couldn't find, just teaspoon. That's me. I always say, little bit salt, little bit. My husband, what do you mean, little bit? Ooh, the smell. Ooh, wow. So even I cook, all times the cook dumpling all times, but I do taste before I make dumpling. How do you do? How do you taste it? I always put little bit, little bit, put in a bowl, microwave, 20 seconds. So 20 seconds, I will, try it. Oh, guys, I'm good. Okay. Oh my gosh, delicious. Okay. See, you can see, you can tell, right? The ways. Not a big chunk, you cannot pull up. Not really, watering, you cannot pull this up. So this is the ways Chinese, the dumpling stuffing. See, okay. This way down. Let's see where is my. You put. When you think it's done, you just grab. This is the easiest way. So so many people give you, I know, if you watch the video, whatever, this, but this is main ingredients. Yeah, ginger, green onion, soy sauce, dark, light, yeah. So stuffing is ready. Now, start time to knead the dough. This is my first time on the video to show my cooking. I know I'm on the stage, all times, but no cooking. That's, wow. Oh my God, the dough feels so good. Perfect. Yeah, again, 4 cups, basically like, half. If you put 1 pound of flour, just half pound water. don't go over half pound water, just 2 cups water, no more. Okay. Wow, like my face? No, better than my face. So since we have to make vegetable dumpling, we will cook that dumpling, prepare the stuffing for the vegetable dumpling. Then after that, we start to make dumpling. Is that okay? Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is ready. Sometimes people even, put this in the fridge for if you want, a little bit more watering, when you eat, you can put a little bit of water, in this, but you have to put it in fridge, let them kind of get solid. Otherwise, it's really hard to make dumpling. That's the key. But this one's ready. It's really good. Okay. For today's, I cook another easiest one for the veggie dumpling. Right now we prepare the stuffing for vegetable dumpling. And now, do you understand the veggie dumpling? Veggie means good. My son correct me pronunciation, vegetable. I still didn't get it, but I hope you guys understand. So this one, if I do, veggie dumpling, so first things I need to this rice noodle. You don't have to boil them. You just use hot water to put this in. You let them soft. Yeah, like it's soft. The reason, we put this in, because yeah, this is, I don't think they have noodle, but anyways, it's rice noodle. It's a rice noodle or yam noodle. So I think it's rice. They call, I put 2, little things. See, the 2 things. You'll find a big ball. Just put hot water in. Can you see me? Hi, here is hot water. Oh, this one is no technique. So see, we put this in, then you flip, let all of them get in chance to get hot water. So you put somewhere, relax, and it gets soft. The reason, we put the rice noodle in, of course, the texture is really good. The texture. The main, reason we put this in is vegetable dumpling. Usually, put lots of vegetables in. They will, get some waters out. This ones will suck the water. So yeah, you must to have this one to put your stuffing. Okay. After this, I do, we fried eggs. So today's I use chives. The chives you can see here. The good combination for chives is eggs. Yeah, I know if some people say, no, I'm a vegan. I'm not eating, eggs. That's fine. So today's I prepare some tofu. I will show you how to fry tofu instead, eggs. Of course, you can put eggs and tofu, everything together. More better, become nutritious. But today's I will show you 2 ways. This one's about 1 pound chives. Okay. If you don't like chives, you can put cabbage, like this. Also, you can put another cabbage. I don't know. It's all, really, really rounded, really solid, the cabbage. You can put that in too, you chop them. And all Spanish, or celery too, whatever you like. If you don't like this one, okay, all carrots, yeah. So let's start eggs. Okay, when you prepare eggs, you can put your pot. That's why, you have to make sure step by step, if you already prepare eggs, you start on the stove, then you waste your time. Same time they're ready, you're ready. Then for 1 pound, I put 4 eggs. I really wish some people can stay here with me. We can talk. If you like, you can put more. That's okay. That's people's preference. Know exactly ways. How many you put. But for me, I feel like 4 or 6 reasonable. Yeah. Then use chopsticks, whatever, I'm Chinese, always use chopsticks. So you beat, right? So I don't think here is ready. If you cook, use chives for dumpling, you don't have to put, green onion and ginger to the dumpling. But for me, I love, ginger and green onion. I still put in. The taste is different. I don't know why, but a difference. So I put in, but you don't have to, but encourage you to put in. So different. Now when I'm start to cook the eggs. To cook the eggs, we need to stir very well to make the eggs to a little piece. Then maybe you put 3 tablespoons oil. Then you put in. You don't have to make the the pot really, really hot. Then you start. From you pour in, you don't stop stirring. Stir. A little piece. Okay, it's ready. When they, get solid, see, no liquid. So we're done. So you can put this here. And you do some oil, 2 tablespoons cook oil. Then you put this tofu. See, I bought from Chinese grocery store, the big box I use. You choose the firm one. Don't choose, the really soft one. So you squeeze water a little bit. You squeeze water. See, squeeze water. Okay. Then when you put in, just squeeze. Squeeze. Careful. Yeah. So. Mix them to little piece. Basically, you smash them like a mashed potato, right? You just smash them. And the lady like it change it to a little bit of brown, and you know, the water is gone. So that means you are ready. Make sure you don't have big chunks. Turn off. After we fried eggs and the tofu, now time to cut veggie. Usually, you know, I cut this first ginger, little bit like this size, 6 or 8 pieces. So again, if you cook chives, you don't have to put ginger and a green onion. That's me. I feel like tastes, you know, much better. Really, really thin. Okay. Usually I put the ginger on top on the eggs. And chops a little bit green onion. Maybe just one green onion, or depends on you. If you like to put more, is more. But I put one for 1 pound is good enough. Oh. Okay, now we cut chives. Chives, you should cut really well. So as short as you can, especially like today's chives, really big, strong. You have to cut, you know, really small pieces. Wow, 1 pound is a lot. I love chives. That's good. Again, if you, some people, you know, they're popular too. The meat dumpling, you can put some chives in. Just give you the smell, the taste. People really still really popular too. Good exercise. Sweaty. Okay. Wow. So even chives, you put oil first, then before you put salt in. So, you know, so the easiest ways you put chives, eggs, and the rice noodle is good enough. If you want, you know, you cook vegetable dumpling, especially during the summer in China, really popular. So if people they only you know don't eat meat, like they like seafood. So for this dumplings, you can put some, you know, shrimps. You cook a little bit, you know, you chop the, you know, little pieces to put in. Or, you know, Chinese really popular, we put a dry shrimp in. That's, I just wanted you know if you like to put some things in. For the, you know, vegetarian, that's the things. Another thing I added today, just for the texture and the nutrition. They won't give you flavor. That one is we call black fungus, or my daughter always call this is wood ear, because this is growing outside like a mushroom from the wood, you know. So they call the wood ear. So you can look. This is the people in China really popular ingredients, the material to cook food. So here, yeah, I will show the dry ones if you like. This they said they're really good for your lung, for your, you know, I don't know, but they always use this for the dumpling or cooks. This is the dry, when, you know, before I put this in the water. So this is the dry one. I will, unfortunately, I don't have really, you know, the cover page, and I already threw away maybe the cover. I will get this later, that you know. This one you have to prepare at least like, usually like at least 2 hours before you make dumpling. The easiest way if you like to put in, you forgot, or because suddenly you want to, use this. Use salt, one tablespoon salt, and some of flour, dry in the powder, then put the mix water, then put this in. Maybe 15 minutes, it will be ready. So 15 or see if you really need it. But this ones I prepared from last night. Cold water better. Cold water, yeah. If you put this in, that's my sister told me, you use a cold water, they will getting bigger, the taste, good. Usually I can, use cold water because I'm prepared maybe 4 hours again before or last night, before night. So if you, anyways, no hot water, maybe, warm water, but not hot. Okay. Then I put some this in to this dumpling. Now this one's really, really good one. You don't have to really wash. What?
Ping, while they're, we're going to take a short break because there are some questions in the chat. So someone is asking if we're using cabbage or spinach in the vegetable dumplings, do we need to salt and squeeze them or not?
If you use Chinese cabbage for the veggie dumpling, of course, you still need use salt, let the water get out, The spinach is fine if you buy the really fresh, kind of dry, not watering. It's fine since you put the rice noodles in. If you're worried, you feel like to put maybe too much water after you use salt, then you can squeeze the spinach too, but the water won't that much water. But usually I make, colorful water dumpling. I use the spinach, the water squeeze out. I will use to the my dough. But either ways, if you didn't put that many, spinach in, I don't think you have to squeeze the water out. If you use too much, so maybe you have to squeeze out. Just make sure not that much water in your stuffing.
Okay, and also someone says they had chopped up some carrots to add. Is that okay, or should they be cooked first?
You don't have to cook. I forgot. Maybe later with the video will show. If you use carrots, you should either way you chop really, really, really fine, little pieces, or use the, I don't know how can I see the slice things. You can slice them. That way is better. Okay, but either ways, make sure they are really soft, really small. It's okay. That's, we always use, make the nutrition and colorful. Of course, any kinds, the vegetable you like to use, I think it's fine. Even some people, they use, pepper. So that's okay. Yeah.
Okay. And someone else mentioned that here in our area, you can find mushrooms called chicken of the woods.
Yeah.
So that might be similar to the wood ear. Yeah.
No, I like yeah, I got some too in here. That's right. Yeah, really, really tasty chicken mushroom, but it's different things.
Okay.
It's different. This, we call, black fungus or, wood ear. Look, the shape looks like ear, but they won't give you taste. If you eat just by themselves, it's no taste. But you put in your dishes, we will. But this is optional. But when you make a veggie dumpling, they will give you the taste, the texture, of course, nutrition. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Oh, sorry. You can put any kinds, mushrooms into your veggie dumpling. It's nothing wrong. Dry, mushroom or fresh mushroom. The main things you have to remember. Don't give the, so much waters in. Okay, make sure they dried. Yeah, otherwise, you will get lots of water in your stuffing. Really hard to put them together. You not tasty because the water will get all of the taste.
Okay, and the last question was, someone asked where you bought your chopping knife.
Oh, this one's, this one's not from China. This one's from Ross.
Ross.
So I think I bought this maybe 3 or 4 years ago from Atuna, the store. In Chinese, I think any kinds, the knives you use is fine. But if you want buy, a little bit bigger knife, you should, I think, a Chinese grocery store. They will have some Chinese kinds.
Okay, great. Thank you.
I told you, I said, why we soak this, we soak this, why we put the flowers into water. That means they can rid of the sand easily. So if you really want use, in a short time, you can do that. So this one. Okay, then, so the chives ready. Then we make sure I don't have water. So how much do I need to put in? Maybe you're asking for, this is kind of ingredients. Definitely don't put much than chives. Maybe just kind of like one, hands. Okay. You chop them very well as well. This ingredients, you will use them for so many Chinese food. Almost there. Okay. Good enough. Can you see it? Yes, same kind of chives, the size. You just put this in. The last thing is, look, it's ready. See, it's soft. This is really popular ingredients in Chinese food. Make sure not that much water. You squeeze. And put 2 bunch of the rice noodle. You can put 1 or 3, depends on you. See, I said, vegetable dumpling costs lots of time because, you chop little piece. Okay. I said that before we put everything in, you use some cooking oil to seal. Maybe, oh my God, I forgot again. 2, 3 tablespoons cooking oil. Then use chopsticks, whatever you like. For vegetable dumpling, you can use a little bit more oil because they don't have any meat, anything. So for you see, right now I think the chives already mixed with the oil. Then we can put everything in now. So the reason, you know, I don't want people to boiling this ones, they're easily so overcooked, so they lost their purpose. So right now, this one's soft, but not ready to eat. So this rice noodle still can suck, you know, some water. You know what I mean? If you overcooked, so they're already, you know, fully to eat, they won't get some water from, you know, the veggies. So that's the purpose. You just use hot water to soften it. Okay. See. You know, right now, the egg is warm, you know, cooling down, so we can put in. Don't put hot in, otherwise you will burn the chives. The taste is really, you know, not right. So right now we can put this in. If you, some reason you didn't stir, you know, very well to make the eggs to the little piece, then you can put on the top, top, you can chop, you can cut, so to the little piece. But right now I think it's, you know, good, ready to put in. So, wow, look at the color. Ooh. Beautiful color. Since, you know, that's good enough. Since we cooked, you know, the tofu, then we can put them together, you know, nothing wrong. It's even better, the nutrition purpose. If people really feel like, you know, you like to make even better looks, you can put some carrots in. You know, carrots, you have to use, you know, you slice really soft, really thin, like this kind of things. I think people, you will have, you slice from here, then you can put a little bit, but you have to squeeze the water out, you know, put this in. We'll give you the colorful, you know, feeling. So of course, you know, nutrition. Yeah, but you don't have to. Now, since we cooked the tofu, see, right now it's ready. Look, if you are vegan, you don't need put this eggs in. So rid of the eggs, you put this in. See, then for the vegetable dumpling, make sure you last things you put the salt in. You mix well, then you know you put salt in. The one spice, one ingredient I will show you, that's easy to buy in Chinese grocery store. Make the, you know, taste really good. I don't know, good or bad. People, depends. People, if you like the smell, you will feel really good. If you don't like, you know, you don't have to. But I will show you. Okay, this kind of things. They call, you know, 13 ingredients. The dry ingredients they made together, made this, you know, ground into the powder. So the taste, you know, they give you really smell, you know, the taste. So if you put, you know, even the meat, vegetable dumpling will be, you know, really good. But so again, you have to love this, you know, smell. I just give you, show you. I don't know how can they call the English, the Chinese, 13香. 13香, it's 13 ingredients that basically call that. Okay, I will try to find out what the English call. Chinese 13香. Yeah, but again, you don't have to. This is my hometown, we don't have this. So I never, but after I use this, you know, it's pretty good. Okay, see, it looks like this. Inside is the 13 ingredients mixture, mixed together, ground to the powder. Yeah, so we put a little bit. But you don't have to, you don't, you know, you say, oh my God, I never go to Chinese grocery store. I don't know what's it, you know, really doesn't matter. Yeah, that's, if you have less than teaspoon, yeah. Okay, then last things, we put salt in. But before we put, we still need some oil because kind of dry. Yeah. Totally, maybe you put 4 or 5 tablespoon oil. So right now we put a little bit. You can tell, see, they're dry or not. If you put enough, you know, the oil, you feel like they're shining. You know, you can see the surface. Okay. Salt, tricky things. I will put, so this is 1 teaspoon. I put 1/2 teaspoon. I never, you know, I think I waited, but I forgot. But anyways, I put 1/2. Let's try. So for the vegetable dumpling, you can, you know, taste just from, because, you know, everything can eatable. Yeah, eatable. Perfect. Yummy. I wish I can share with you guys. Yummy. Yeah. So as I said, you know, we put the 1 pound chives, 2 bunch of rice noodle, and 1 handful wood ear, and 4 eggs, 1 pieces of fried tofu. So that's all things. Ginger, you know, you can put, you know, a 4 slice, you know, I mean, little bit ginger, depends, you know, some people really love ginger, they put a little bit more, but you know, for me, I you know, little things, maybe like this big, you put ginger in and chops very well, don't taste, you know, like, then maybe 1 green onion, you know, the 1, no, this is 1 bunch, this is 1 green onions in. So 1.5 teaspoon salt. So taste is very good. So ginger and the green onion and 13 ingredients is optional. You know, so that's all. Tastes very well, very good. Oh my gosh, that's me. People know me. Always give me, you know, hands. So before, you know, we make dumpling, I will always put some sesame oil. This is optional too. I know some people really don't like it. You put 1 teaspoon. So I have to use my English to transfer, no, Chinese to transfer English. Then tablespoon, teaspoon. Okay, wow, look, the color, oh, it's beautiful, right? Oh, yeah. Okay, ready to make dumpling. You know, I just 1 pound, but you know, meat, 1 pound cabbage. You know, usually you can make like probably around 60 dumpling. So see, really looks really nice. You can kneel again. Wow, I put them 2. So you can, I exercise again. Look. Wow.
So Ping, for the final knead of the dough, you kneaded it a little bit in the bowl and then you brought it out and you chopped it in half or cut it in half. So now you're only working with half of the dough at a time, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just
Yeah.
wanna-
The easy way to make, if the whole chunk of a pieces dough, you feel like, too hard to make to the little pieces. That depends on the person's, skill or their hobby. It's okay. How little, how bigger, that's they feel.
Okay, great,
Yeah.
thanks.
Very smooth. Some people, they they won't knead again for the rest doughs. But for me, I always like to knead again because the texture, difference, so depends on you guys. So some people, they don't like really hard feelings. So that's okay. I don't have, professional container for Chinese, dumpling, but I think I sent some the photos to Timmy. If she can find it, you will show from my hometown what kind of things, they use for the, put it on dumpling. So, but this one's, I just, whatever you use, I use the container from meat. You put some flowers to make less sticky. Okay. So do you have this ones at home? But yeah, if you don't, this kind of things, you make, to make the. So, oh, I forgot. If you put down, right? You push to really flat. Then you make a hole from in the middle. So in the middle, you make a hole. Then you use your hand to make, see, evenly make this thinner, because really this kind of size. Then you cut it. You can cut in half. So you make this. Don't put too.
I can see that everybody who's working along with her is doing that to their dough. Looks like Terrell and her daughter are doing it. Looks good there.
Wow.
All right.
Guys, let me know. What do you, I would like to see, Timmy, if you can, give some, the people's make dumplings. I don't know how can you do it, show me, show us. I would like to see it, Ooh. Wow. Perfect, very well. Okay.
Showing Ping some of the folks who are making it there.
Okay, so nice to see. But looks very, very well. Okay.
Okay, so we'll go back.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Powder first. If you put too much, you won't roll it. It will really, slide. So you won't make, rolling for this. Just make sure enough. Now, if you feel like, see, I think if you feel the top feel like, oh my God, too big, you just hold it, you make it evenly. That's all. Usually, I use my hands, to doing this. Make two little piece. So for people who never make, this dumpling, you can use a knife. See, when you twist this side, you twist this side. the side. Okay. And this piece we use to let them dry. Yeah. You know, how big is that? You know, people will ask. Usually I make between 12 grams and 15 grams. Little bit bigger than your coin, like a quarter, you know. Then the thick size, maybe half-inch. If we can get together, we can see it, right? So then we make dough. Today's, I said that so many ways to make, you know, Chinese dumpling. Then even skin, so people make different ways. Today's I will show you at least 2 ways to make skin, and then 2 ways or 3 ways to make, you know, dumpling. So I hope, you know, I can, you know, show you how you get it. Okay. So for meat dumpling, usually the size a little bit smaller than a vegetable dumpling. The reason is meat really hard to boil. So if you make too big, you know, it's hard. When they boil a long time, the skin will break. So it's really bad. Then as for the vegetable ones, if you put, you know, because they are really not, you know, really sticky, you know, like sand, really hard to put the stuffing in. So that's why the dough is a little bit bigger and the skin bigger, so you can put more in. And also they're, you know, really easy to get ready, you know, for the cook. So that's why, you know, I show you different ways. Maybe some bigger ones for vegetable dumplings, some for meat. See, when you mix those, this kind of like you have some pack in, right? Yeah, skill, right? See, you put, so first of all you push, see, to like this way. Make sure the cut it, you know, on the top, on the, you know, back. Don't make like they lie down. Otherwise, you know, you won't make, you know.
Okay, folks, some people are saying they can't see the video. Is everyone else seeing it?
I can see it.
Okay, so some can and some can't.
The little icon that comes up like to stop or to start the video, that gets in the way of her, of seeing what she's doing with the dumpling. And also her caption, like you can't really see the size or when she rolls it out.
Okay, yeah, there's nothing I can do about the captioning. I think someone was saying they couldn't see the video at all.
Oh, okay. No, I can see the video. It's just, it covers her workspace a lot of the workspace.
Okay. If you can't see the video at all, it must be something on your side. You've maybe, somebody says they see Tara. I'm not sure what, oh, me, okay. I'm not sure, it must be something on your end. Maybe you've pinned that. I really don't know how to help you. If anybody's a Zoom expert and could tell her how to get back to seeing Ping's video, the main video. Okay, we'll keep going. Hopefully she can figure it out.
On the skin, so make sure they face top. Now, and when you push, see, your fingers like this, you hold it like this, then you push down. You see, When you push back, you turn. So your middle finger and the thumb will push them turn. So first, your second, you turn. So make their change their position. Then you will have chance to push, turn, push, turn. See? Make sure the middle kind of a little bit thicker than the side, outside. The reason is because the stuffing will rely on here, lie on here. Okay, then this one. Okay, again. See, push, you turn. So basically use your 3 fingers. So you hold it in the middle, then you push, then you turn, and push, you switch, see? Your finger, your thumb, you make it this way. See, push, to make the dough, yeah. So look, the fingers, your thumb, kind of like, twist, twist, twist. Each time you push, when you turn back, so your thumb push it, turn, push. See, kind of make a circle. Then make sure the middle is kind of thick because, you need to put the stuffings in here. So push here, push here. So if you're too thick, you taste not right. If too thin, for vegetable dumpling, that's okay. It's really easy to cook. But for the meat, that's easily to broke. Then you feel that good, not that good. Then make sure you have powders here. Again, not that much, but you have some. When you first time you do it, don't discourage you. Just slowly, step by step. Then slowly, then you will get it. First, we make the meat one.
Okay, everybody understanding that? How she turns and pushes? Okay. So now she's going to show us how to do the meat dumpling.
See, you make your hands, you hold the skin. Now you cup your hands. Yes, cup your hands. Cup your hands. See, like this. Then first you put them together. See the middle. See the middle together. The easiest ways, the middle together. Then you fold it aside. See, use your second finger, you put, see? Then you pinch here. See here is closed. The other side, use left hands. You use left hands, use middle finger. No, or second finger, you can see, you push. So fold it. Then you pinch here too. See, this is the easiest way to make dumpling. You see it? Maybe, some people call this a pocket. First time you make dumpling, you don't have to put that much, stuffings in. See, you first put the middle together. See? You see that? Then your right hand's second finger, see, you fold it. So they're really flat, right? They're really flat, right? Then you push from here, you fold it. Then you feel like, oh, okay, they're close to here, you just pinch. So this side. The another side, you use your right hands to hold it. So here, see, looks like this. Right? Looks, see? Then you use left hands. See, you fold it here, you push, right? You push, so you push, push, push. See, can you see that? You fold it here, then when you feel like, okay, I'm ready to punch, see, you just squeeze, squeeze. So that's easy with, the people call this is the pocket. Make dumplings, you know, doesn't matter, you know, how ugly, you know, looks like, or what a shape. It's not that important. The very important thing is you make sure that doesn't break. That's the main things. Otherwise, you know, you put this in the, you know, if they break, you won't taste anything. In another ones, you may use different ways. You still hold like this, like a cup. So like a hole, okay? They have a big hole here. You put stuffings in, see here, okay? Then still, you put stuff in the middle, right? You said, I don't know how can I fold it. I don't know. I just want, you know, just pinch. Okay, just see. Look like, see, really flat, right? Make sure really tight, right? You said, oh my God, looks really ugly, right? No, you just turn around. You just turn around, you make like this. See? They called rolls. Yeah, it looks like a rolls, right? If you cook this, you know, same, you like one kind of dumplings. Not that popular in China, but one kind of dumpling. Also, you can use this like wonton, Chinese called hunden, wonton. So you make the skin really thin, put less stuff in, you make like this shape, you can make wonton. So soup, very nice, looks. See, there's two things. Oh my God, already two. Maybe I can show you four. Wow. I show you four. Either way, which way is you know easier for you, just you do it. Okay. Same thing you put here. Okay. Then you still close the middle. So that's easier. So you close the middle. You can fold it 3 or 4 times. 1, 2, see, you fold it. Then this side, you see this side, you can use, so this, the kind of this big, this hole, right? Then you change your size, see, second finger you push, you fold it, you pinch, you fold it, pinch, you fold it, pinch. See, make sure here is tight. This way. Okay. One more time. Okay. Oh, guys, you know, we should get together. Again. So you fold it in the middle. You close the middle. Okay. Then see, before you look like this, then right now you hold, so your finger hold up this. Then you from really inside, first pinch, 1. Okay, see, you already see here some. Then use your fingers, you see, make, fold it, you pinch. You fold it, you pinch. You fold it, you pinch. So this side, same, you use his hands, hold it. See, push, push, push. Last one, see. So you can make 1. Okay. Wow, feels good. Is that pretty? Okay. Wow, I thought maybe we only get 2, but this is 3 method we already know. But really popular ones, I show you those ones. Maybe it's kind of hard to for people make really nicely, but it's a really popular, really fast way. So I do this all the times. So in the middle, see hands here, the hands here. So we squeeze and pinch. This way is really popular, really fast. This looks like Chinese, the old money we call the, I don't know how can the renbao. People always in the New Year's, we always make like looks like money. Okay, I will show you one more time this one. This is hard to make this one. I don't know why. For me, I feel like easier, but people, because I already taught some friends, my friends here, people, they really feel like really hard to get the shape, get, the pinch. But anyways, I show this is really popular in China. Sometimes you buy Chinese dumpling in, store, Chinese grocery store, most time you looks like this shape. Okay, so you can make, see in the middle, still all kinds dumplings are close in the middle, because right now you can hold it. See, you don't worry about, the flip this side, you hold it. So then here, see, it's close. Then here is close. See, flat. Use your hands here. See, I don't know how can I see. So you pinch. You pinch. Okay. You practice. Make this like arts. Have fun, get together, get fun. We do arts. Then you will really enjoy it. Then also we can eat after, make like, we can eat. So that's meat one. Okay. Let me show you some, the same thing, but for the vegetable dumpling, it's hard to put stuffings in. I will show you little bit thinner, little bit bigger, compare, meat one. So the reason I didn't use chopsticks, because, they're really, see, they're
I just want to stop for a second because I think the editor cut a little bit of that, too much of that out. So for the vegetable dumpling, she makes the dumpling skin bigger and thinner than for the meat. Correct, Ping?
Yes. As the people get a reason, I think I've inside so many times, but here one more time, because stuffing really not non-sticky, because really hard to put this stuffing in. More is taste more. If less, you only taste skin, the doughs. So that's why you make the dumpling, the skin or wrapper, whatever you call it, little bit bigger, then thinner, because they only boil maybe half time than meat dumpling. So easy to cook. So that's why we want to get more stuffing in, more tasty. So that's the reason. Okay.
Okay.
not, stick it together. So we use same method. You hold your dough skin like cup, make it like a hole. Then you put this in, make sure not too much. Especially vegetable dumpling, really, really hard to make, because it's really hard to make really tight, the outside, easily to break. See, then you can push down a little bit. Then You make sure nothing in the edge, otherwise you won't close tightly. See here, same thing, you know, here you close. Yeah. Usually vegetable dumpling, they make like this shape, this shape. This shape dumpling. See, you make sure. Then another, you know, tricky thing is don't make the edge really, you know, big. Otherwise, you know, you just taste the flowers, the dough. You don't have, you didn't taste, you know. So that's another thing is make sure don't pinch too big. Okay. Shorter, it's better. See, like the shape. More stuffing in here, see? Okay. You more. Then when you make, so this ways, yeah, I showed my hometown, you know, my family, you know, we put dumpling this ways. This. See, they make this way. It's really, really thin, the edge. Wow, this one's big. Because people love the inside things. That's why we put more. Okay. Same thing. The middle. So you pinch 1 time, fold it 2 times, then fold it 3 times. For this, you know, the fold as much as you can, you know, we don't have, you know, example, you know, how many you have to do now. Just feel like, so you hold it here, use this finger, twist. Finger twist. Okay, I finished this. I will show you people how can they do another ways if they don't know how, you know, to do this way, the dumpling skin. Middle, here, you don't have to make, if you don't want to make so many, you just here, double, here. Yeah. So make sure you have to push, make sure. Then here. I usually give them pinch. Wow. So we learned 4 styles dumplings. So just let me know if you get it, any of them, or if you get it all. If you didn't get any, but make sure you will get there. Like so many people has the machine, you know, pasta machine. You can make really like skin, you know. When you make that skin that big, this one's for me to make noodles. See, you can. And make this bigger, thinner. So usually make dumpling, put less than 2 cups of water, a little bit hotter, you know, so for me, this you know, dough, it's feel really, really good. But for me, it's kind of a little bit soft. So it's good for most people. doesn't matter which ways you make, you know, the big skin. Use your hands, your machine. I know some people, you know, you have the baking stuff, you know, the really rounded metal things. Yeah. You just, you can, you know what I mean, right? You see the edge. See, you just push. See, push one. See, you push this way. You use the really sharp ones. The one thing you can cut it. This way you can make the dough easier, you know, for some people. You know, if you feel like, oh my gosh, you cut it little pieces, then how big is that? I don't know. How, you know, then, you know, the ways, you know, you're rolling, oh my gosh, I don't want. But, you know, this way I feel like so many people use machines to the pasta, you know, you're doing this, you know, like big skin, then you just make like this. I don't know, it's a good help or not for people. I think, see, then you can pull out each one, then use like dough. Then, you know, this kind of things, you can make them together, rolling again. So that's all. Then, I know so many ways to make dumpling today. I don't want to let you make you know, really busy, you know, which one. This, you in this 4, I think, you know, if you get the first one, second one, that'll be great. Okay. If you get all of them, oh my gosh, you're genius. I think that's all. Oh no, we have to boil them. Oh my gosh. If you you know, when we boil the dumplings, I think we need the 2 things. So this one is usually, you know, we use later to scoop some waters, you know, we drink. But this one important, what is called slotted spoon. So people, you know, right? So this one. Time to boil. Yeah, when the water falling.
I just want to real quick say, Ping, that's just water in the pan, correct? You're just getting water and boiling it in the pan.
Yes, just cold water. You get in, let the water boiling, fully boiling. Then you put dumplings in. But when you put in, don't put, you know, I know some people use big, you know, pan. So don't put the dumplings, you know, whole things in, like 20, 30, you know what I mean? Now you can put this in, but when you put like 6 or 8, you have to make sure they are running. You use the slotted scoop or, the spoon or some kind of things, or even chopsticks. You make the water, you know, like, you know, running circle. So the dumpling won't get, you know, sink in the bottom of the pan. So stick on there, make this, you know, broken. So that's the purpose. So you can put 20, you know, 30 dumplings in. How big is, you know, the pan? But the very important things, you make sure dumpling won't stick in the bottom. You make it, they're, you know, moving. So yeah.
Okay.
Just water. Some people, you know, watching video, they said, I'll put some salt in the water, make the skin, you know, harder, won't broke. That's okay, but I never use salt. So I just use plain water. Okay.
You know, boil, then you put dumplings in. So people usually use this to make the water, you know, like make water running, like circle running. That means dumpling won't get sink to the bottom. If you get a sticky on the bottom, it will get, you know, break the dumpling. So then we cover. This one is vegetable ones. Vegetable are easy to cook. So if, for example, right now, the heat really hot, really hot. So maybe we just get some cold waters in. So let me get some water. You prepare 1 cup of water here. So when it boils, see like this, you know, you just dip. Not that much. Okay, just dip in, let them cook. Otherwise, you know, keep boiling. We're worried of the breaking the dumpling. Some people, you know, doing this, you know, lower the heating. See, then works too. You know, for the, you know that the heating system different. You know, sometimes some people use gas, sometimes use electricity. The main thing is, you know, if they, you know, really hot, you really, you know, heat it, the really easy boil, then you can dip 3 times water. But for the vegetable dumpling, the water, you just dip a little bit. Don't get too much. So they, you know, because they're easier to cook. And another thing you can, you will let you know how, you know, dumpling ready. So you can see they are flowing. So on the top. Okay. Also, you know, the dumpling looks like, you know, big. So like full of air inside, you can see. Then right now it's ready. Okay, see. Wow. We still can see the color. Oh, okay. The ways, you know, you have to let water get out. Otherwise, you put too much water on the plate or the container, the dumpling will add to your dumpling to taste. It's really soft, soggy, you know. But now we can put meat. So here, wow, different cans. Ooh, look, so pretty. Okay. So if you're worried about, oh my God, they're, you know, get on the bottom, before you put in, you just use this slotted spoon to make the water running, you know, make circle. See, they're running right now. So you can put this in, and the dumpling will follow the waters running, and they won't get bottom. Okay. So you just for the boiled dumpling, make sure don't let dumpling sink to bottom, stick in the bottom. That's the main thing. Okay. See, when they boil, you know, almost the water almost get out. Then you open lid, you get water in. Don't let, you know, when they boil, you know, open, you put water in. Then you make sure you just feel like, oh my gosh, you know, I have to open the lid. So right now they're cooking. Then if you really quick, they're, you know, the boiling, so you can lower the heat, the heat. See, a little bit, you know, water in. Yeah, first time I put a little bit, I just, you know, so it doesn't come. And we have to, usually I teach my kids, you know, 3 times water. This is fresh, you know, dumplings that we boil. If you bought, you know, really frozen ones, you know, the dumplings are different to cook. Now you have to, when they boiling, you frozen one, when they boiling, you have to let them open the lid to boil. Sometimes, you know, if they're really easy, I mean, really quick to, you know, boiling, you just open, you just let them stir them to running and cook a little bit because it's meat. So they need time to cook inside. They open the lid, they cook inside stuff, and close, they cook skin. The 3 times water, but the main thing is you have to look the dumplings looks like. If they really puffy, you know, that's ready. Yeah. See, almost see water coming. Then you can open. Let's see if they're ready. Yeah. Okay. Almost ready. One more time. When this is ready, you can see the dumplings flowing on the surface. They're flowing on the surface. You see it? Yeah. Also, see, they're puffy. That's ready. Okay. Whew. Wow. So if you make dumplings, it's no dumplings is broken in the water. That means you're the good ones, good cook. It's really hard to do to get there. So many people do 1 or 2 or 3. Yeah. Ooh, look. Happy New Year. Happy Chinese New Year. Okay, guys. Right now I'm trying to, the dumplings. Oh, it's so good. This is the meat one. So you can see the juicy, the softened, the chewy skin. That's the best. I mean, the homemade dumplings are always best. Try. Wow, so good. Okay. When you eat dumpling, you can make, vinegar like your sauce. You can dip. If you like spicy, flavor, you can put some spicy oil in, and dip some sesame oil. That's all. Yeah. Wow, really good. Thank you, guys.
Okay, everyone. I think there's some questions here in the chat. So we'll let Ping come back on to answer your final questions.
Wow.
Okay.
Long day, long time.
Yeah. The original video was almost 5 hours long, I believe.
Really?
So it have to be cut down. So the questions being are, what if you have a steamer? How would that be different to steam them like in a steaming basket instead of using the boiling water?
I see. If you steam it as a taste, you don't have to worry. First thing, you don't have to worry, breaking in the broken dumpling or whatever, But just put in, I don't know, the timing. I think maybe 7 minutes. If you steaming them, so when you put on the plates or you put on some container, make sure the main point, don't let them sticky on some things you cannot, pick it up. Don't break them. So yeah, usually we do steaming dumpling, but those we made a difference. We use the hot water, boil water to make the skin. So that's the way we make steaming dumpling. But for sure, this dumpling you still can steam. But make sure you put the container, I think 7 or 8 minutes, enough.
Okay, to steam them 7 or 8 minutes.
Yes, yes.
And then let's see, could you deep fry them or put them on a cookie sheet and bake them?
if you bake them, I never tried to bake them. So probably they will give you the dry, really hard chewy. But I never, doing this. I cannot give you, a good answer on this. You can try it, get your experience. But for sure, you can fry them. You can do the pot sticker. So either way, they're good. They're
Okay.
good.
And,
So-
and the meat
okay.
ones, you boil a little bit longer than the veggie ones, right?
Yes. I think one thing is I see the upside down, if you clean, if you close the lid, so you close them, they will cook the inside. I mean, stuff in the meat. If you open, they will cook skin. I think I said wrong, the thing. But how do you know I'm cooked very well? They're ready. So as I say, when you put dumplings in, you will see the dumpling really, like the color really dark, like a sticky, kind of, squeeze. Yeah. When you get ready, the first ones, they will sink for the meat one. They will sink to the bottom. When you cook, when you get it ready, you will see they're floating, on the surface.
Mhm.
Also, the color, the skin color will change a little bit of white. Then, you see a dumpling kind of like a puffy, really like, I can see like, yeah, it's a puffy, really rounded. It's another, you really sticky, really small.
Mhm.
That's the way you can tell they're ready to get out.
Okay, great. People are saying, can you freeze the dumplings? And if you want to freeze them, should you freeze them before you cook them or after?
Oh yes, I always I have frozen dumplings at my home. You make dumplings before you cook. You make dumpling, put like, that's why, I use the container, the meat container. The size, it's really good to put in fridge. When you make the dumpling, raw ones, you just lie down really nicely, you put in the fridge. So whenever you need it, you just get out to boil them, to pot sticker, steaming, soup, whatever, Yeah.
Okay.
So
So put them on the tray individually and then freeze them individually. And then
Yes.
maybe you can put them in a different container, to not take up as much space, right?
yeah, after you let them, freeze, really hard. You get the container out. I usually put in the bag. Your plastic bag, big or small, that's your, choice. So yeah, so when you're ready to use it, you just get out. Yeah.
Okay. And then people are asking for the recipe for your dipping sauce. So I think a
Oh.
little bit more explanation about the sauce.
Oh, okay. I know for Chinese version, even Chinese, we have different kinds. For my hometowns, so we only use vinegar and sesame oil with garlic. We mash the garlic, like a mashed potato, mash the garlic, put in the vinegar, the sauce. So for some people, they really like, more heavy tasty, like spicy food, like, like this kind. You can put vinegar, soy sauce, a little bit light soy sauce, not dark. Then you can put a little bit of sugar, like maybe half teaspoon sugar, and the spicy oil or spicy, paste you can put in. You stir them very well. So that counts.
What is the vinegar you use? It looks like it's a dark vinegar.
Yeah, I use that like we call zhenjiang, vinegar, the dark. Yeah.
So it's Chinese, dark Chinese vinegar.
Yeah, do you want me right now, people interested, if you have time, people, I can grab the vinegars, show you the bottle. Is that necessary?
Yeah,
Do you,
if it's close by, sure.
yeah, I can get it for, show people. Okay, wait, okay.
Thanks for hanging in, everybody. I know it's been a little bit long of a long world kitchen today, but there was a lot to show with this one. So Terrell, I see you guys cooking there. You do have my address, right? You're going to drop those off on my porch? Yeah, okay.
Can you see it?
Oh yes, sure, Ping, thanks.
Yeah, this ones we use.
Okay.
That's we call it Chinese vinegar. Yeah,
Okay.
so this one.
I just didn't want people to think they could use, just regular white vinegar that we're used to. It needs to be a more of a dark Chinese vinegar.
Oh, this one's different. This one really tasty.
Yeah.
So for dumplings, I don't think if you in with the Chinese families, they always said, oh, if you don't have this, they will asking for. So where's the vinegar? Yeah, you cannot eat dumpling without vinegar. Okay.
Great.
So this kinds, and not white. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions for Ping? Anyone?
I really want to see how they cook the dumpling, how the shape, just let me know. This
Yeah.
this is my
We always
okay.
see the pictures after you're done. So if you can take photos and send them to me, I'll share them with Ping.
Yeah, give me feedback. This is my first time on the radio to do cooking stuff. I'm kind of nervous. I saw my videos and make me so embarrassing. I just feel like I could do better. But my first time, I hope I'm not disappointed you.
No.
That waste your time. Then, but anyways, give me feedback. If you have more questions, I'm willing, anytime I'm willing to answer. Okay.
Yeah, I know so many people were cooking right along with you. Some of them had their cameras on and I could see them working. Some of them I think were doing it with their cameras off, but I know a lot of people were cooking along with you, and even more will probably try it after they're done here. For anybody who's interested, this video, we will get it up on our website early next week. I think my video editor, Emily, is on here. Make sure she gets that ready to put up on our video early next week.
Oh yeah, I saw some people made it.
Yeah, that looks great.
Oh wow,
Nice.
amazing! Wow, great!
These all look great. Anybody, I'll
Wow.
extras, like I said, I'll give you my address. You can drop them off by my front door.
Oh, thank you so much for join us. Oh my God, amazing! I saw some people did really nice dumpling. Yeah, I hope the taste, it's good too.
And I will also mention that Ping offered that if when we are back able to do this in person, she will try to do something for us where we can actually be together and do this again. So we would
Yes.
love to be able to do an in-person World Kitchen someday.
Yes. Yeah. Even my just size family people ask me so many things like egg rolls, like spring rolls, like some of this kind of things. I feel like, yeah, we have to find a time to get together to enjoy the life. Yeah, enjoy the food. Yeah, thank you so much.
Carol was asking about the next World Kitchen. It's going to be on Valentine's Day so that you can cook along with me and have a wonderful Valentine's meal. You won't have to go out or order in. It's going to be for Mardi Gras. So it is going to be a Cajun shrimp and cheese grits. We'll also offer a different, an alternative if you're not into seafood. And then we're going to make beignets, my favorite New Orleans dessert.
Wow.
So coming up on Valentine's Day, and that will also be up on our website early next week. You can start registering for that one.
Wow. Thank you. Yeah,
I know this was a lot of work for you, and I appreciate it so much.
You're welcome. Yeah, so nice to meet you, online. So many people. I really appreciate, your time, your patience. Okay, just let me know if you have any questions or you looking for any Chinese ingredients and anything. I'd be more than happy to do my best to answer. Okay, yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you all very much. Send us your photos.
Yeah, let me see. Give me feedback. I cannot wait to
Thank
see it.
you. Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Wow. I saw you do it. Whoa. Let me see it. I mean, tell me the taste, how was the turnout? Really curious.
I'll share all the videos, or I mean, all of the emails and pictures with you, Ping, as soon as they come in.
Okay, yeah. Thanks again. Yeah, thank you for your time. Yeah, thanks again. Okay.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Yeah, bye.